जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौरभक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौरभक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Jaya Om Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivrajakacarya Ashtottara Shata Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charana Arvind Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON Founder Acharya BBT Founder Acharya Savior of the whole world Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivrajakacarya Ashtottara Shata Sri Srimad भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, नमाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की। ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की, मथुरापुरी धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की, गंगा मैया की, यमुना मैया की, भक्ति देवी की, श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की, श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की, श्री श्री गौर निताय की, ग्रंथराज श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की, श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की, अन्नदाय एकादशी की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namane. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. अमज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजाता सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। Any other? We'll get intoxicated by prestige if we start getting more and more. But this is nothing to do with prestige. This is mercy. But material life means people get intoxicated as they get more and more money, women, and prestige. That's why na dhanam, na janam, na sundari. More and more followers. That is prestige only. Followers means they will say, ha huzur, khai khazur. That kind of people. Yes, men. But spiritual life, if we are hearing regularly, then in case Abhadra comes also, it will be wiped off by Katha, by Krishna Tattva. I'll share my thought for today that came to my mind. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, तारे देखे तारे कहो कृष्ण उपदेश हमारा ज्ञाय गुरु हैया तारे यही देश. So preaching is the instruction by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to all of us. We should preach to every person we come across. And we have to compulsorily become guru, not the formal guru with danda or whatever. ISKCON recognized guru, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recognized guru. We have to compulsorily be. ISKCON will recognize, not recognize. Means will not recognize means they may not give you a danda or that guru kind of ship, but that is okay. And then guru means what? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said, Kiba Vipra, Kiba Nyasi, Shudra ke Nenoy, Jai Krishna Tattvavetta Sai Guru Hai. Whether you are Brahman, Kiva Vipra, Kiva Nyasi, you are a sannyasi or a Kshudra, low class man in the society, in the Varnas, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya. That doesn't matter. Whichever Varna ashram you belong to, immaterial. But Jai Krishna Tattvavetta, you have to know the science of Krishna. Say Guru Bhai. Then only he becomes a Guru. Just by being Brahmin, one doesn't become Guru. But even if one is Shudra, Chandala, whatever it is. But if he knows Krishna Tattva, then he can be Guru. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has ordered us to become Guru. That means compulsory it is for us to know Krishna Tattva. Isn't it? Yes or not? Yes. Hence proved or not proved? Hence proved. Thank you. Theorem is proved. Our mathematical brain, engineering, conditioning doesn't go away so easily. Marathi they say, Sumba जळला तरी पीळ जात नाही. Even if you burn a rope will be burnt, but that knot, in two ropes, knot is there, knot will not be burnt. Hmm. So conditioning doesn't go away so easily. So engineering, that means Shudra, it's a Shudra training, engineering. You make blacksmiths, you make goldsmith, you don't make. Engineering doesn't make goldsmith. Goldsmith comes in traditional parampara. Chemical engineer, okay, ठीक है चलो. But so many don't get into goldsmith's job, goldsmithy. But anyway, so electrician you become, climb on the pole and start setting, connect the wires. Basically, Shudra engineering is a Shudra line. Shudras. So the Shudra conditioning doesn't go away. Mathematical brain. Mathematical is okay, that is not Shudra. It is Brahminical also. So we were discussing. So Krishna Tattva is given so nicely over here by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. In the first volume is we have divided into first volume. It is not first volume. First 7 chapters of Adi-lila of Chaitanya Charitamrita. So many times even the chapters of Bhagavata and Bhagavatam and all, they are given later on. Not that Vasudev said, okay, or Shukdev Goswami said, oh Parikshit, now 7th chapter of 4th canto is over. Sati Shiva Akhyan is over. Now Dhruva Akhyan begins, okay, 8th chapter. Write down the title. Parikshit Maharaj was not making note. He just went on speaking. And at the end, not that thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. Or what is that? In Bhagavata at the end we say, na? Om Purnamiti. Om ब्रह्म विद्याम योग शास्त्रे श्री कृष्ण संवादे सप्तम अध्याय मीन्स व्हाट इज दैट भक्ति योग नाम द्वादश अध्याय. ऑल दिस इज नॉट पार्ट ऑफ भगवता. कृष्ण नेवर स्पोक ऑल दिस. लेटर ऑन गिवन बाय आचार्य. बट एनीवे दिस first 7 chapters are highly illuminating as far as Krishna Tattva goes. Rather means Radha Tattva, Chaitanya Tattva, Nityananda Tattva, Advaita Tattva, Gadadhara Tattva, and ultimately Pancha Tattva only. The 7th chapter is Pancha Tattva only. The title only is Lord Chaitanya in 5 features, and those 5 features are Pancha Tattva. Anyway, we are discussing from 4th chapter, which is entitled The Confidential Reasons for the Lord's Appearance, and we discussed up to 234 or 237. 234 says all these conclusions are like the newly grown twigs of a mango tree. They are always pleasing to the devotees, who in this way resemble cuckoo birds. 235. The camel-like non-devotees cannot enter into these topics. Therefore, there is special jubilation in my heart. Because he is telling Radharani so many things and all. It's very confidential. Revealing it for devotees, it's good. Like cuckoo testing, newly grown mango twigs. Whereas for materialistic people, non-devotees, they are like camels. So for them, cactus only they appreciate, thorny cactus. So they will not understand this subject matter. So no problem, I'm discussing. Ahead he says 236, for fear of them I do not wish to speak, but if they do not understand, then what can be happier in all the 3 worlds? Then no problem. Anyway, those who I don't want to, just like sometimes, like we speak in our classes also, some relationship between man and woman, some things we speak. We don't speak all that sexy stuff. But some things we may speak. And children are sitting in the class. So we may wonder, are the children? But then children don't understand anyway. They don't have sex impetus only. Means they have it in the dormant, in the subtle body. In gross body, it is not yet manifest. It will manifest after puberty, after the age 12, 13, whatever. So no issue. So like that here, he is quite confident. He can discuss it. So 237 he says, Ataiva Bhaktagane Kari Namaskar, Nishanke Kahiye Tar Auk Chamatkar. Therefore, after offering obeisances to the devotees for their satisfaction, I shall speak without hesitating. So now 238 to 268, these 31 verses talk about Krishna's contemplation on Srimati Radharani's experience of pleasure. And in that also, 238 to 241, these four verses talk only Srimati Radharani can give pleasure to Krishna. 238 कृष्णेरा विचारयेक आछा ये अंतरे पूर्णानंद पूर्ण रस रूप कहे मोरे. Once Lord Krishna considered within his heart, everyone says that I am complete bliss, full of all rasas. Everyone says, but his problem is going to reveal. Ama haite anandita haya tribhuvan ama ke anand dibe aiche kon jana. All the world derives pleasure from me. Is there anyone who can give me pleasure? Who makes rich man rich? Ama haite yar haya shata shata guna sei jana alladite pare mora mana. One who has 100 times more qualities than me could give pleasure to my mind. Who can make a rich man rich? Richer man can make a rich man rich. And who can make a richer man rich? The richest man can make the richer man rich. So Radharani is the richest, or richest. सुपरलेटिव का परदादा जो भी होता है. 241 आमा हैते गुणी बड़ जगते असंभव एकली राधा ते ताहा करी अनुभव. One more qualified than me is impossible to find in the world, but in Radha alone I feel the presence of one who can give me pleasure. Jai Srimati Radharani ki jai. Like that Muslim came to foreign ISKCON temple. So devotee said, yeah, you worship Allah, but we worship Mrs. Allah, Allah Dini. Mrs. Allah? What is that Mrs. Allah? Mr. Allah and Mrs. Allah. Allah. He also I must have understood, my married man. So he knows my wife is bigger than me. I earn money and she spends money. She doesn't work hard and she just spends all my money. So yeah, Mrs. Alladini must be. This is a higher religion, higher than Islam. Because in Islam we only worship Mr. Allah. But here in ISKCON they worship Mrs. Allah. That means Alladini. Now 242 to 254, these 12, 13 verses talk about the contradictions in Srimati Radharani's and Krishna's attraction for each other. What are the contradictions? And within that also 242 to 47, 242 to 247, although Krishna captivates the five senses of the world, so still what happens? He gets captivated by Srimati Radharani. 242, 243. Koti kama jini rupa yadyapi amara asamordhava madhurya samya nahi yara mora rupe apyayita haya tribhuvana radhara darshane mora judaya nayana. Although my beauty defeats the beauty of 10 million cupids, Kandarpa koti kamaniya vishesha shobham govindam adi purusham tam aham bhajami. So anytime Cupid torments you, troubles you, sex desire torments you, disturbs you, then you should just think of Govinda and chant Govinda, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So sex, who has become like a big monster on the region of your heart, dancing, trampling there, he will become a small puppy or kitten. Meow. And then meow will also stop. Because big boss has come, Krishna, the enchanter of the world. So that's why Krishna is so powerful. So Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya. Kamaniya means what? Charming. Kandarpa Koti means crores of Kamdevs, crores of sex gods. Why? Because one universe has one sex god, not two, one only. But he has five arrows. He is one, but he has five arrows. And he enchants five quadrillionth of people. Zillion, I don't know what is the word. Million, billion, trillion, zillion, I think. Like that. And beyond that also. Abja, Khabja, Shankha, Padma, and all those. From Ramayana we understand. There's so many 100, 72 zeros on one. So many Vanaras in Lord Ram's army. So that all numbers, names are given. We know only Arab, Kharav, Abja, Kabja. Beyond that we don't know. But then Shankha, Padma, and whatever it is, it's all given there. So Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham, such a beauty of the Lord that he attracts even millions of cupids. So each one has one sex god, like that Ananta Koti Brahmanda. So Ananta Koti sex gods, they all get attracted to Krishna, charmed by Krishna's beauty. Although my beauty defeats the beauty of 10 million cupids, although it is unequaled and unsurpassed, and although it gives pleasure to the three worlds, seeing Radharani gives pleasure to my eyes. Like King Mandhata, when he was sleeping in the cave and Krishna's arrangement, when Kalevan chased after Krishna as he ran out of Mathura palace, and he was running. Krishna was hardly walking, only walking. Krishna suddenly entered in a cave. When Kalevan also entered, following behind, he found Krishna sleeping there, covering his body with some chaddar. Hey, this kind of coward fellow. He thinks by sleeping here in this dark cave, he will escape me. I'll kill him. And he just kicked him with his foot. But that person was not Krishna, that was somebody else only. He removed the chaddar, he got up and he looked at Kalevan. At once Kalevan burned to ashes. And then he found that though a cave is dark, but the cave is illuminated. So he looked, what is that illumination coming from? Then he saw beautiful Krishna. He was standing there, and then he folded palms, and then he introduced himself that I am King Mandhata. I come in Ikshvaku's dynasty, Surya Vamsh, and you must have heard the names of our ancestors. They were chivalrous kings. They fought for demigods also. But personally speaking, I'm not so great as my ancestors. He's speaking humbly because he's a devotee of the Lord, great devotee. And then he says that how fallen I am, that I might have conquered many people, many kings in the battle. But when I come home, then I keep my crown at the feet of my queens and I beg for sex pleasure from them. So I'm a weak person. Anybody who has sexual desire, he is a weak person. And to the degree he has more and more sexual desire, he becomes weaker and weaker in kind. One who has maximum sex desire, as such, the competition is going on in the world, who has maximum sex desire and sex, what do you call, activities, sexual activities and satisfaction. They, all the advertises are about how sex is pleasing to me, how my sex is the greatest sex and most pleasurable sex. I had sex through this way, I had sex through that way. Even all these advertisements of mobiles, laptops, cars, bungalows, houses, and all that, and family festivals, everything is sex life only. And okay, top of it is the man woman relationship, direct physical, sexual, sensuous activities. kissing, embracing, etc. And there also another display through film industry, through social life, and all that stuff. And everybody says, I am enjoying sex the most, and my sex gave me maximum pleasure. Your sex is not, and you should come to my style of sex life, then you will be able to enjoy more. Then one of them is a tattoo also. Just see my tattoo, everybody looks. When I travel in the train, I have seen everybody looking at my tattoo. If tattoo is so attractive, how much millions of times more I must be attractive. This is just but a spark of my splendor. Tattoo. Some name will be there. Rudranath. Whatever. I love whatever. Even they're saying, I love Dhankavadi. I love Hinjawadi. Yes, I love Shivaji Nagar. How many have you seen? Now it is very prominent. At least in Pune, I don't know, in other places also must be there. Everywhere. Huh? Okay. I love, and that place, whatever. I love Pashan, I love Maudhan, I love Dhingri, Pingri, Vingri, Katharaj, Dhankavadi. कौड़ी का धन नहीं है. So all foolishness all over the material world, not just in India, not just in Pune, not just in earth, but material world means all crazy fellows, supremely crazy fellows. So this pleasure is nothing. So that makes one weak. That's why one should not be in the presence of opposite sex, because weakest of oneself comes out, especially when the sex desire is strong. If sex desire is overcome, then male female doesn't matter. Like Shukdev Goswami. Shukdev Goswami is so advanced. Naked young girls, 16, 18-year young girls, naked fully, no clothes on body, bathing in the whatever, lake, and seeing them doesn't matter only. For him, their hair, their forehead, their nose, their neck, their breast, their stomach, their genitals, their thighs, their knees, their calves, their ankles, their feet, their toes, their nails, all are same. They are all the same, which it is not for any other male. For them, there is a difference, because other parts of the body are uncovered. Means many traditionally girls and women should cover their head. And nowadays also they cover that, but that is for another reason, so that nobody knows that I am that girl who was roaming around with this boyfriend. That is another. This is a height of unchastity. In Vedic times, covering head and whole thing with pallu or burqa or whatever, that was height of chastity. It is height of unchastity. She wants to go unrecognized. So it is a different. Hair are different, the feet are different, fingers are different, and other private parts of the body are different. But for Shukdev Goswami, everything was the same. And in fact, the whole body was also not charming, naked body, although, because just a lump of flesh. Like, don't feel bad, but if you have seen slaughterhouses and all, that goat or hen is small, but goat, actually goat is a big. So they cut it, and they have that lump there, flesh. He has cut it or he's going to cut it. And let's see, he has cut it, whatever that, 2, 3, 5 kg. So are you attracted to that? Flesh, blood is there in that. Maybe bones also he'll cut there. Uncut bones or cut bones, whatever you say. Are you attracted? And it has it's a formless also, and in one sense just a hip, like a small hip, hillock kind of small one, like that. It's not attractive. But what Brahmaji has done amazingly, he has given some form to body of each sex, male body and female body. Some ups and downs are there. Here some little, here some holes are there. Now imagine our holes were closed here. Means for breathing we need holes, but let's say maybe it would not be so beautiful. Maybe. And let's say here something was hanging also. Not the inner stuff I'm saying. Like, it would be horrible, isn't it? Girls put here, what do you call that? Nose ring. Sometimes it may be hanging. That looks beautiful. But let's say from inside only some flesh hangs, and at the end there are two big balls here. Huh? And when he moves in, the balls are moving. And it will look so horrible. And he will like, he sometimes he catches the balls, those flesh balls, and he talks to people because they are creating disturbance. And imagine the two balls come or three balls and they come out over his lips and they are like flying here. It would look so horrible. That would not be the most attractive, beautiful body. You understand? These are the defective bodies I am saying. They don't exist. To some extent, they do exist also. Like you have seen some people, they have this flesh missing here. It goes all the way here, and you can see the gum and tooth. How many of you seen? It's not so common, but it is there in the world. So that when we see, it's like, oh, थोड़ा उधर फ्लैश चिपका देता हूँ उधर तो कवर हो जाएगा, लेकिन ऐसे चिपका नहीं सकते उसको सर्जरी करना पड़ेगा. तो so you see, such ups and downs are made whole. Now imagine here we had completely packed us two balls here. It would not be so attractive. And two balls, then how would the ladies hang earrings? These lobes. Lobes, what is the use? Do you have you ever used lobes on your body for any purpose apart from earrings? That as males, maybe you did not put only. Some devotees also have that golden earring, just I think circular one. But ladies have so many beautiful earrings. You see, every lady will have, every girl will have different. If they have, most of them don't have the modern so-called girl. But if they have very attractive earring pieces, either stuck over there, or little bit hanging, or down. Sometimes multiple, what do you call, chain kind of structure. Chain is not exactly chain, intertwined structures. So the lobe is for that reason. Otherwise, what else is the use of lobe? If lobe was not there, let's say the ear ends here only, what loss would be there in one sense? No loss. And if you see here, cartilage is here, but here there is no cartilage. It's a flesh only. So it is, and then that's how it can be pricked. Kids, they are pricked with this thing, boys and girls, and then you can put nice earrings. Similarly, nose also here. Cartilage, this bone comes up to this point. Then here, it's just a flesh. It can be pricked, and nose ring can be put for girls and women like that. So Brahmaji has made perfect body in that sense. You understand? No? Just a form. Other than, as I said earlier, that mutton chop, that flesh, blood, bones, all that is there in our body in one sense. Everything is there, but it is not attractive. It is like a ghastly thing. Ever you feel aversion towards that. But body of the opposite sex, you see, wow, amazing, so beautiful. And so beautiful is not always beautiful, and not for everyone beautiful. For you, when you are lusty, you feel attraction to a particular member of the opposite sex. If you have watched, if you don't feel lust, then you are not attracted. To some forms you will not be attracted only. Because your lust is not at peak. I mean, it's not aroused so much. Aya gaya, aya ram gaya ram. Or whatever that. Aya siti gaya siti. Gaya sita. आई सीता गई सीता. आया राम ना, तो आई सीता गई सीता. फॉर मेल आया राम गया राम, फॉर फीमेल आई सीता गई सीता. लेकिन रावण के लिए आई सीता गई सीता नहीं, आई सीता अभी मैं जाता, उसको पकड़ता और उसको किडनैप करके लेके जाता, क्योंकि लस्टी, ही इज अ लस्ट पर्सोनिफाइड ऑन दिस. एंड व्हेन वी आल्सो फील लस्टी, देन similar means not to deep that extent, you cannot defeat Ravan, तो बापों का बाप है वो, लेकिन some kind of attraction like that. So this is all the mundane world, and Krishna says that seeing Radharani gives pleasure to my eyes. So amazing. Radharani is bigger than Krishna. The devotional service of the Lord is more powerful than the Lord by the empowerment of the Lord. So that's a devotee who possesses Radharani. That means bhakti. He becomes attractive to Krishna. Because Radharani is the enchantress of the enchanter of the enchanter of the whole world. So that's why possessing Radharani is very important. So who gives Radharani? In one sense, Guru Dev gives. Vaishnavas supplies. They teach us how to perform bhakti. Apani Achari Bhakti Shikhao me sabare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught everyone through his own behavior how to perform bhakti like that. So Krishna's what do you call contradiction in Krishna, that although my beauty defeats the beauty of 10 million cupids, although it is unequaled and unsurpassed, and although it gives pleasure to the three worlds, seeing Radharani gives pleasure to my eyes. Best example is Srila Prabhupada. Old man, 70 plus. There they had slogan in the West. All the peasant young generation. Never believe anyone above 30. And Prabhupada is not 30 plus, 40 plus, 50 plus, 60 plus, he is 70 plus. And they got attracted to him. They were all sons of rich men, and Prabhupada is poverty stricken. First of all, from the poverty stricken country called India. And old man gone there with 40 rupees, not even converted to dollars. So, not attractive to anyone, but they got attracted. And ill health, they were all in the best of their health, youngsters, 16 years, 17, 18, 20, 25. And Prabhupada, a 70-year-old man, just had suffered 2 heart attacks, and he has kind of climatic conditions, too severe cold. Though he has coat and all that, that is not enough because he's old-bodied also. Old people have more problem as far as severe climatic condition. We go here and there, it doesn't matter to us. But when old people, they will say that, "Hey, थोड़ा ठंडी लग रहा है भाई, खिड़की बंद करो भाई," all that stuff. So Prabhupada, but Prabhupada was most attractive to them. They were averse to everybody in society around them who were very youthful, very educated, very wealthy, prestigious people of America, the giant nation. And leaving it all aside, they got attracted to Prabhupada, coming from most poverty-stricken condition, very unhealthy, very old, no money. See, all contrast. Why? Were they fools? No. Because Prabhupada carried that bhakti shakti. He carried Srimati Radharani in his heart. So that is the power of devotional service. So that's why we should perform devotional service. He says, Vrindavan Das Thakur, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga Dhan, Bhakti Yai Krishna Nama Smarana Krandan. So he says Bhakti Yoga is topmost wealth. And what is Bhakti? Bhakti is Krishna Nam, chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So all of us have Shakti of Bhakti because we are all chanting Hare Krishna mantra, minimum 16 rounds. All ISKCON devotees are more powerful than all the worldly people. And worldly people may be very rich, very beautiful, very educated, physically very strong, very prestigious, means, with high reputation. They are weaker than all the ISKCON. They are weaker than the weakest devotee in ISKCON who chants daily 1 round at least. Because this devotee is chanting bhakti. He has Radharani with him. Radharani is very powerful. When Kamsa came to Vrindavan in order to kill Krishna, so he thought this Nandagaon Krishna is there is a little dangerous. First, let me this on the way Barsana came. So because he came from Mathura, so first comes Barsana. Nandagaon is very far. It's like a Rajasthan border only. In fact, some part of, in one sense, Vrajabhumi, Kamyavan is currently in ahead of Bharatpur. It's in Rajasthan only. So and even as soon as Vrundakund you cross Nandagaon, little ahead you go, you have to cross UP Rajasthan border. And Puchri ka Lota Baba is in Rajasthan. That's the Govardhan is in the form of peacock. Peacock with his head turned into its neck. Sometimes you have seen a swan. Swan you might not have seen, but bagula, that what do you call? Buck in English, not duck. Whatever that. Crane. You'll see. He'll insert his. I cannot show you because I'm not crane. I'm crazy, but not crane. He'll insert his and something he will do. So peacock. So the two eyes of that peacock are Radha Kund and Sham Kund. So that peacock. And the pooch, the tail of that peacock is Puchri. The Puchri village. That Lota Baba is a person, Krishna's friend there. So that portion, Govardhan's whatever end you call, maybe what should we call it? Maybe something western end of Govardhan. I don't know whether how it is like east west Govardhan. something like that. So that most that end portion is in Rajasthan only. So what I was telling, but the earlier point, we went too much in Rajasthan, UP, the border politics. Rather than very powerful that Kamsa came. So Kamsa came. He was coming to Nandagaon to kill Krishna. Personally, he was coming once. So then he thought this Barsana is there. So he was passing through Barsana, and he was a little scared of Krishna because Krishna had already killed so many demons. So then the gopis caught him, and then when they saw him, they captured him and they turned him. Radharani turned him into a gopi. Kamsa she turned into gopi, Kamsari gopi. No, not Kamsari, Kamsini gopi. Kamsari is Krishna's name, the enemy of Kamsa, but Kamsini gopi. So and they told you have to make cow dung cakes. So Kamsa was making cow dung cakes daily. And he was begging, please leave me, leave me. After long time passed, they said, okay, अगली बार अगर आओगे ना तो इससे भी खतरनाक शेप दे देंगे. है नहीं, कभी नहीं आओगे. He ran away, went to Mathura. So you see, Krishna killed Kamsa, but Radharani turned his and made him a servant. Could Krishna make Kamsa his maid servant? Servant? He could not make him servant also. What to speak of? Maid servant. But see Radharani, more powerful than Krishna. She did not just make him servant, she made him maid servant. Cow dung cakes उससे बनवाए. कुछ तो भक्ति हुई होगी क्योंकि gopis must have used it for some household activities, and that all their activities were for Krishna only. So comes indirectly Radharani. See, this is power of Radharani. Can engage somebody who is inimical to Krishna in devotional service to Krishna. That's bhakti. So bhakti yahi Krishna naam. So weakest of the devotee in ISKCON who chants even one round. So he is more powerful than all powerful people of the world who are materialistic people. So bhakti yahi Krishna naam. And next is smaran. More powerful devotees than just ordinary chanters in ISKCON are those who are naturally remembering Radha Krishna. One of the easiest, not one of the topmost easiest way to remember Radha Krishna is to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. But because Kanishta Adhikari is infested with envy, his heart is infested with lust, pride, greed, envy, anger, illusion. So that's why his mind is impure. And Malin Haile Man Nahi Krishnera Smaran. Because of these impurities, sometimes lust overpowers, sometimes anger comes, sometimes pride comes, sometimes greed comes, sometimes envy comes. One of the six is always there, kind of. So that's why this fellow is chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Sun is coming. I don't have to carry umbrella, I think, to office today. There knows Krishna Smaran. He's thinking of umbrella, whether to carry umbrella or not. That too after 5-6 hours of his chanting when he's going for office. By that time, million clouds will come and heavy downpour will start. Even whole city can be shut down, country can be shut down, and no office only. Whole internet can be down, no job. You may become jobless also. The whole market may go down, and you may lose job also, like that. But he is thinking, yeah, sunlight, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. हाँ, एक और माला होगी, 15वीं माला. Bliss increases as the counter beats go down. And the bliss decreases as just the Guru Mani is left behind. And Guru Mani approaching, bliss increases. What a chanter. He is not enchanter. He is enchanter to Maya. Or he is enchanted by Maya. Like that. Anyways, that is Krishna. Bhakti Krishna Naam Smaran Krandan. The topmost devotees are those who cry for Krishna. Uttama Adhikaris. Kanishta Adhikaris only chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Without much smarana of Krishna. Madhyama Adhikaris, they have smarana of Krishna. They chant also, they know. The easiest way to remember Krishna is to chant the holy name. That's why when they chant, always they chant. Or more they chant. And they have naturally remembrance of Krishna. They don't act on envy platform. And still Madhyamadikari is not able to cry to Krishna. That much love Madhyamadikari has not yet developed. But Uttamadikari has unlimited love and he cries for Krishna 24 hours. He may be visible sometimes, may not be visible most of the time. But his heart is crying, Krishna, Krishna, I want to get you. Just like a boy in love with a girl, or a girl in love with a boy. Internally, heart is always craving. When will I be with him or with her? When will we speak to each other and spend some moments like that, or all the moments. I should just look at her, and she will think I just should just look at him. अरे लोग वही में, अरे क्या आंखों में क्या देखना है, सबकी तो आंखें हैं, उसकी ही आंखों में क्या पड़ी हो, नहीं उसकी आंखें, उसकी आंखें नहीं उसकी आंखें। अरे ठीक है भाई, 1 मिनट हो गया, 2 मिनट हो गया, अभी देखो इधर कितना सनलाइट अच्छा है, एंड मे बी दिस गर्ल्स आईज आर मोर ब्यूटी ना, हर आईज ओनली और हिज आईज ओनली. So that Maya is so charming. What is this? Pasha, what is that? Strimaya Mayino Disham, he says, no? Kardamani says, Diti says. Balam me Pasha Maya, Strimaya Jaino Disham. Ya Karoti Pada Krantan, Bhuvi Jrumbhena, or something like that. Pasha me, Balam me Pasha Maya. Just see the power of my illusory potency. Stri Maya in the form of a woman. For man, woman. For woman, man. Both way it works. But for man, he may be more lusty. Stri Maya Jaino Disham. She conquers all the 3 worlds. There may be big conquerors. They get conquered by their wife's beauty or woman's beauty. Stri Maya Jaino Disham. All the 10 directions she conquers. And then Ya Karoti Pada Krantan. Those who have conquered the whole lands, Bhuvi Jrumbena, last word I don't remember. This woman just raises one eyebrow, not even both eyebrows. That is also an art. I don't know how to raise only one eyebrow. एक तो दोनों ऊपर उठ जाएंगे, नहीं तो दोनों नीचे आ जाएंगे. Now how to make one, anybody knows? Sure? लेकिन थोड़ा सा ही हुआ. Okay, ठीक है, you have some power. But don't do it in the outside world. Some girl may come running. You raised your eyebrow like that. So one who has conquered the whole world, when he comes to his palace, this woman, his wife, just raises one eyebrow and she makes him under her control. Yes, madam, what should I do? चांद तोड़ के लाओ कि सितारे तोड़ के लाओ, कि नदी को समुद्र को सुखा के आओ, क्या डेजर्ट में बाढ़ लाओ, कुछ भी करने को तैयार हो. Impossible is not is possible if he wants the pleasure of that wife so that he can have sex, whatever. So Krishna, this is transcendental sex. This is supreme sex, what we are discussing. And it's the most beautiful sex. This is a real sex. This is only eternal sex. Not knowing this, we are after worldly sex, which is here today, gone tomorrow. That same woman, after 70, 80 years, that is too far. 50, 60 years later also her beauty is lost. Yeah. If you, I was telling you last time, many film actors and actresses, they in 26 or in 20, and then they show now when he's 56 or he's 76. And was it the same? Maybe they committed mistake in photos. No mistake. It's a mistake in your vision. They are showing it properly. They are also illusioned souls only, but it is true. So that person, whoever, Amir Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, or I don't know who, Aishwarya Rai, or whatever. So he or she in her 80s, 18, 16-year-old, and later on. So he says that although my beauty defeats the beauty of 10 million cupids, although it is unequaled and unsurpassed, and although it gives pleasure to the 3 worlds, seeing Radharani gives pleasure to my eyes. 244. Mora Vamshi Gite Mora Vamshi Gite Akarshaye Tribhuvana Radhara Vachane Hare Amara Shravana. The vibration of my transcendental flute attracts the 3 worlds, but my ears are enchanted by the sweet words of Srimati Radharani. That's why they sing Radha Rani ki jai, Maharani ki jai, बोलो बरसाने वाली की जय जय जय, राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय. But if you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, then all this is included. Radha Rani ki jai, Maharani ki jai, बरसाने वाली की जय, उसे भानु नंदिनी की जय, कीर्तिदा सुंदरी की जय, all are in that Hare only. 245. यद्यपि अमर गंधे जगत सुगंध, मोर चित्त प्राण हरे, राधा अंग गंध. Although my body lends fragrance to the entire creation, the scent of Radharani's limbs captivates my mind and heart. So some beloved also made the same thing about his lover. Oh, when she comes close to me, what a fragrance! I get intoxicated. But first of all, she doesn't have her natural bodily scent. Her bodily odor is so dangerous. She comes without bathing. This fellow will run away. He will run to Hari Varsh, not just Bharat Varsh. He will go beyond the 1,000-kilometer Himalayas and he will go to Hari Varsh, where man cannot enter. My God, what a horrible lady. So she puts scent, so that has some fragrance. But after some half an hour, 1 hour, her bodily odor mixed with this scent gives another different odor. After 2-3 hours, all the more, because sweating in the Bombay trains and all, she will be smelling horrible like anything. And anyway, by the way, this fellow doesn't have that fragrance which he also gives out to the whole world. And then he is feeling, no, but her fragrance is more than my bodily fragrance. That is just not possible. But Krishna really has that bodily scent naturally. When Rishabdev would pass stool, the fragrance would smell 80 miles around. Fragrance, not bad or not. Here, forget about stool. Somebody passes air also. And people are like, कौन है? बाजू में बहुत लोग हैं, पकड़ना मुश्किल है. तभी उसने एकदम नेचुरली पास कर दिया. उसको भी कोई डर नहीं, किसी को पता ही नहीं चलेगा. उसको स्मेल आता है, उसको ओके ठीक है, थोड़ा ज्यादा निकला शायद. Now people after 1 minute also they are holding. ठीक है, नो प्रॉब्लम. जनरली कम ही छोड़ता हूँ, अभी थोड़ा ज्यादा. कल पोटैटो ज्यादा लिए थे. My uncle would pass air with the sound, and then he would say, that is Chawlichi cassette. Chawli, you know Chawli? I don't know how to explain. It is one of the pulses, like Harbara is there. Chawli is yellowish, whitish, yellowish, off-white, you know that. And little brown kind of mark, eye kind of mark, you know that. So it seems that is what producing item, like potato, cauliflower, these are all what producing. So when one eats them, then what will increase in the body? Stomach will be bloating, but hardly anything inside. But still anyway, air is stored now, and air will be released. And sometimes people release with a sound also. So he would do that quite often. Quite often means every day affair, or maybe in a week once or twice. And anytime that sound would come, then he would immediately say, "Chawlichi cassette." Like cassette is there, na tape recorder in the cassette. So when you put cassette, sound produce. So now musical cassette will produce musical sound. Lecture cassette will produce lecture sound. So this is Chawlichi cassette. But we are small kids, we would laugh like that. So then afterwards we understood. Then no translation was required. We understood Chawlichi cassette. But he would still say Chawlichi cassette. So, but we fellows forget about our stool, but even passing air is so horrible. Means that is so much troublesome to other people around us. But Rishabdev, who is, I don't know what you call, Amsha, not Amsha, he's a Kala. Amsha is direct expansion of the Lord. Expansion of expansion is called as Kala. So Rishabdev is Kala of the Lord, remote incarnation. Still his stool produces fragrance, which people at him, क्या वो smell है? और वो चलते जाएंगे उस दिशा में जहाँ से आ रहा है, लेकिन कितना जाएगा वो, 80 माइल थोड़ा नहीं जाएगा। नहीं, ठीक है, अच्छा स्मेल है, नो प्रॉब्लम। मेरी जगह पे इधर लोकल क्या है, होम डिलीवरी है तो जर्नी की जरूरत नहीं है टू द सोर्स। So although my body lends fragrance to the entire creation, the scent of Radharani's limbs captivates my mind and heart. So Radharani's scent is more powerful brand than Krishna's brand of scent, physical, direct. यद्यपि अमर रसे जगत सरस राधार अधर रस ama kare vasha. Although the entire creation is full of different tests because of me, I am charmed by the nectarian taste of the lips of Srimati Radharani. So it's a lip to lip kiss. So Radharani's lips, Krishna says, such nectarian taste. The same thing a beloved also may say about his lover. Oh, when I kiss her lips, such a taste. But what a taste, it's a horrible taste. I mean, he may taste, he may kiss other girls' lips. Same odor, same, I don't know what odor, what you call, same taste. Like that. What it is the saliva. And if you just put that saliva in that, just like we have blood test, like that saliva test is made. So in that, all the microbes and what you call, bacteria will be there. Hmm? Like that. He may say it's this thing. If only that fellow is given the, just like blood test, he's given that, what do you call? Huh? This, what is there? That stuff, what is it called? Just now I said, no? Saliva test is done and he's given the report. Next time seeing her, he will worry, he will think, should I really kiss her lips? I burnt the report, the saliva test report, but by burning the report, the quality of her saliva doesn't change. He'll keep looking, and she will wonder, why are you not kissing my lips? It's okay. I love you. This much is enough. If only he gives. That's why knowledge cannot allow you to enjoy life. Ignorance is bliss. अज्ञान की जय for others. Like that. है कि नहीं? If you know knowledge, that's why Jnani is no question. Jnani cannot think of kissing anyone. Forget about lip to lip kiss. For him, it's the most horrible thing in the creation. अरे इसी से तो बंधन बढ़ेगा. Relationship, my God, most horrible thing in the creation, relationships. And for people, relationships are most important, especially sensuous relation, live-in relationship, all that stuff. Horrible. So he's saying, although the entire creation is full of different tests because of me, I am charmed by the nectarian taste of the lips of Srimati Radha. They have that, I think, sputum or something. And they say mouth is, what I call, worse than anus. Though human beings pass stool through anus, but it is not that, what you call, infectious as much as mouth. You know this? Anus is infectious because stool is passed through that. But then one washes the stool, one takes bath also. But mouth is more dangerous than anus. It is more infectious than mouth and than anus also. Find out medical report, bring it out, and tell us. I have heard this. Ask the doctors. Okay, one more slogan. So that's why this, when you sneeze or whatever, so you should put a mask and all that. यद्यपि अमार स्पर्श कोटिंदु शीतल राधिकार स्पर्श्याम करे सुशीतल. And although my touch is cooler than 10 million moons, I am refreshed by the touch of Srimati Radhika. So similar thing may a beloved may say about his lover. Oh, when I touch her and when she touches me, it's very cooling. The cooling is internally only because of his sexual agitation. Now when she has sweat so much in Bombay trains, all that crowd and all sweat all over her body. Now let him touch her and let him say the same thing. Touching her is so cooling, like 10 moons. He will not be able to say. He said it is like a 10 sons. Harival, and all my, where is the handkerchief? तेरे गाउन को ही पूछता हूँ, तेरे चूड़ीदार को, मेरा कपड़े खराब हो जाएंगे तेरे स्वेट को. It's a horrible body. Sharira avidya ja. It's a lump of flesh with some ups and downs, some decoration, little bit. Like yeah, this what you call eyelids, eyelashes, some decoration, eyebrows, some decoration, like that. In that, people then trying to cut it, put it nice curved, so that more beautiful. Yeah, that disease will happen. Anyway, they're removing this thing, hair from the body, all horrible stuff. So our body has no charm. So we should understand the futility of body. I have seen. Have you seen postmortem? Postmortem of the body. How many of you seen? YouTube will have hundreds of this thing. Long before they had shown us one woman's, maybe young girls, postmortem. So whole bare chested and all the way up to her genital, and they cut the body Y shape like this. They cut postmortem, and like this it goes up to genital, and then they remove one by one so many things. So she had done breast implantation. So from after cutting the body, then he puts hand there and he finds something there. So he puts the hand, he takes out some kind of ball, kind of some kind of transparent stuff they put in the breast, in breast transplantation. Her breast may be not so big, so they will put that kind of structure, then the breast will look like a big ball, and it will be attractive to the opposite sex, like that. And God knows what it does there. It's just remaining there. It's not a part of the body. All that stuff. People are meddling with the body so much. Similarly, fracture and all, they'll put screw and plate there, and rod there, and wires there, and screw there. Similarly, in the teeth also they put screw and all that. And then the flesh grows there, and it's like stuck to that, but it is not part of the body. And sometimes after 2 3 years they remove it also. All horrible meddling with the body, that is not required. But anyway, here it's all transcendental. This is really the description. Though mundane movies, mundane sex magazines, novels, and all that thing, maybe YouTube channels, and they advertise a lot about this touch and the kiss, lip to lip kiss, or fragrance of the body, and what else was told? Sweet sounding voices of the members of the opposite sex. All actually are described here, isn't it? Beauty of the eyes, then the smell for the nose, and then the sound for the ears, and touch for the skin, and this thing, lip to lip kiss, that is taste. All five senses and their respective sense objects, rupa rasa gandha sparsha shabda, all five are covered. You saw here. So Krishna has the best of everything, best of the beauty, best of the voice, best of the what you call taste, charming taste, best of the fragrances he lends from his body, and best of the touches. Still, Radharani's smell, Radharani's taste, Radharani's sound, Radharani's touch, and Radharani's beauty are more powerful, charming, sweeter, tastier, and sweeter, sweet sounding than Krishna's. This is the paradox Krishna is wondering about. Are ye kya hai? So he's wondering, thinking. Okay, any question? So get attracted to Radha Krishna. Then you'll forget your own sex. Otherwise, impossible. You just can't forget sex life. To the degree one is absorbed in pure sex. That means sex between Radha and Krishna. This is not that sex, what we see in this world. This is purest. Then to that degree, sex of this world, you see a boy and girl kissing and he's like, पूरा उसका saliva उसके lips से नीचे जा रहा है. You see all this horrible stuff in the creation, you'll be undisturbed. अरे बेचारा, अभी वो सिर्फ मुंह धोएगा, इसके बाद बेसिन में जाके क्या पूरा स्नान करना चाहिए दोनों को. You will be wondering, this is gyan. You are not able to enjoy. He is enjoying gross sex. You can enjoy subtle sex. तो वो तो कर रहा है अपने अज्ञान में, इज हैप्पी, एंड यू आर नॉट एबल, एंड यू आर थिंकिंग ना बेचारा कंटेमिनेट हो गया दोनों। तो अभी इसके बाद दोनों को सिंक में, बेसिन में जाके मुंह धोना चाहिए 10,000 बार, कम से कम 108 बार, जिससे कि पवित्र हो जाए, या फिर स्नान ही करना चाहिए दोनों को। कितना सलाइवा गिर रहा है, उसके कपड़े भी खराब है, कपड़े भी धोने चाहिए उसने। और बाय द वे फ्लोर पे भी गिरा है, वो अच्छा होगा कि वो मॉपिंग कर दे। दो दिस इज एयरपोर्ट और दिस इज वट एवर, देर आर वर्कर्स देयर हु विल क्लीन इट अप, बट बेस्ट इज ही ओनली क्लीन्स, बिकॉज व्हाट अबाउट अदर पैसेंजर्स हु विल वॉक एंड इनके शूज के नीचे इनका सलाइवा लग जाएगा। इतना समझ रहे हैं, दूरदृष्टि जैसे होता है, दूर सोचना। बोला अरे उधर वो लोग पूरा लिप टू लिप किस कर रहे हैं, व्हाट आर यू थिंकिंग कि वो फ्लोर खराब हो गया इसलिए मॉपिंग करना चाहिए, लोगों के शूज के नीचे लग जाएगा। अरे शूज है ना, उसके पाँव को थोड़े लगने वाला है। दिस इज एवरीबडी इज डिफरेंट, जैसा दृष्टि वैसा सृष्टि। दृष्टि कहाँ से आता है? सुनने से। दृष्टि दृष्टि से नहीं आता, पूरे संसार भ्रमण करके आपको दृष्टि नहीं आएगा, सुनने से। अच्छा है ब्यूटी ऑफ शब्द ब्रह्मा, ट्रांसेंडेंटल साउंड वाइब्रेशन, वन शुड गिव submissive oral reception to, then one becomes knowledgeable and eventually lover of Krishna prema. Yes.
The kind of lectures we hear in our day-to-day hearing, those lectures do not have so many pastimes added to Srimati Radha and Lord Shri Krishna.
That
And
our level is not there.
Yeah.
Krishna knows the frequency of your heart. So that's why Krishna will arrange suddenly some pastimes to be heard, if you are really at that frequency. Just like radio frequency, you know. In between, it's very irritating. Noise, unwanted sound is called noise. But then suddenly, at one point of time, it is like some sound mixed with noise is there. You know you are close to one particular station. And then you make it 101. मैं तुमसे प्यार करता हूँ. क्लियर, और वाणी भी बहुत मधुर, और बोल रहा है प्यार करता हूँ। हालांकि इसको कोई प्रेम नहीं करता, तो उसको बहुत अच्छा लगता है मैं तुमसे प्यार करता हूँ, लाइक दैट. सो दैट इज स्टेशन. एंड आफ्टरवर्ड्स अगेन 101.1, little noise added, 1.2, then you go 10, all that stuff. So when your frequency is at that level, that's what Krishna will make you hear. So you don't go worry, you just go on hearing from seniors, superiors, whatever the classes around arranged around us, keep hearing, read Prabhupada books, hear Guru's lectures, and according to your frequency you will get to hear. It is not a problem with what stuff you are hearing, it's a problem with you. Your frequency is less, that's why you are not supposed to hear that, and that's why Krishna has not been arranging that. That incidental hearing will also happen, incidental. When your frequency is in between high, like spike, what you call spike wave, cut, suddenly it is here. We say as the sinusoidal wave means what? As the time passes, then it is going gradually upward and gradually downward. But spike is what? Cut, and like this. So that is incidental hearing. You understand? It's not gradual. T is equal to 0, that whatever, 1. Then t is equal to 1, and t is equal to 2 suddenly, and then t is equal to 3, then like this gradually dying off. So Krishna is arranging everything. You just practice Krishna consciousness sincerely. Krishna will arrange the best of the sights, in spiritual sights, the spiritual sounds, spiritual tests, spiritual fragrances, spiritual touches. That all depends on what you are looking for. They say, seek and thou shalt find. Knock and the door shall open. And here somebody is standing outside from the beginning of the class. He's not knocking the door. Let's say it is closed from inside. So how do we know? We will just going on. We are relishing class. And that after when I'm leaving, you open the door and he says, what nonsense, you fellows, you did not allow me to enter inside. Hare Prabhuji, did you knock the door? नहीं, मैंने knock नहीं किया. I thought you will be disturbed. You will be disturbed. Now you are supremely disturbed. We were undisturbed and we enjoyed our class. And you are so disturbed because you did not knock the door. You have to knock. When you knock, the door will open. When you knock, The door of biggest things also open. Big offices, big places. But you have to knock. Understand? You have to ring the bell. Otherwise, they'll not open. So don't blame the situation. Just take Sangha of good devotees, nice devotees. Then Sangat Sanjayate Kamaha. When you get nice association, you develop spiritual desires. Then, because you have desire, Paramatma is sensing. So he'll arrange the circumstances and the people around us, by which your desire will be fulfilled. Any other?
No, that means many times you said that when you are chanting Hare Krishna, then to the degree we have understood these two personalities, to that degree their manifestation comes in our mind.
Rupa will manifest.
So for that, of course, hearing is needed first. So if that circumstance are there, should we artificially try to go in?
Artificially is not required.
Yes.
We should follow the message and instructions given in parampara. If you remember in the other day when we read in the living name, one can remember his Ishtadev, or if not, for advanced devotees it is naturally Ishtadev. Stavar Jangam dekhi na dekhi tara murti, sarvatra hai nija Ishtadeva spurti. For him, he doesn't see moving and non-moving, he sees his Ishtadev. Everywhere he says Gopinath, 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 Rundavan Chandra, Rundavan Chandra, Radha Rundavan Chandra, Radha Rundavan Chandra. Just like a boy in love with a girl. Anywhere he says, oh, maybe she's, no, not she, some other girl. Oh, here is a boss. My God, boss को मैंने अपने lover के रूप में देखा. Good. Otherwise, I would have said, I love you, Alpana. Like, क्या rascal? boss बोलेंगे मेरा नाम अल्पना है क्या? मुझे female बना रहा है क्या? Sex change. You are out of the job. So he sees Krishna everywhere. For others, sadhakans, they can keep the photo of your Ishtadev, Radha Vrindavan Chandra or Gaurnita, whatever. Okay. Yes, any other?
You said Krishna is the enchanter.
Take the.
Like he can enchant millions of cupids. So why can't he enchant and finish? Like if he enchants us, the Maya's enchantment will be finished.
Yeah, that is the whole process of Krishna consciousness. To allow Krishna to enchant us. But you should allow, na? Allowing person is yourself. That is what is free will. If you say, no, Krishna, don't enchant me. Because I am enchanted by Maya. Maya is so amazing. My girlfriend is so beautiful. My wealth in the company that I get salary or in my business is so charming. My house is so beautiful. My mobile, my laptop, my car. Krishna, you don't interfere in my life. Morning I gave time to, 2 hours, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Ram. Now it is 2 hours are over. Now mind your own business. Please don't interfere in my life. Okay, Krishna? So like that we should not do. We should allow, we should tell Krishna, please enter in my life. My crazy mind is not allowing you to enter, but you enter anyway. And how to make him enter? By hearing Guru Vani. Hear from superiors. So then Krishna will enter. You are giving him entrance. You are opening the doors. Certainly you may open little bit and Krishna पूरा अंदर मत आना. थोड़ा एक हाथ अंदर ला सकते, पूरा बॉडी मत लाना अंदर. So we are not yet fully surrendered. If you are fully surrendered, then 6 things will be there in your life. You are always accepting anukul things which are favorable for Krishna consciousness. All unfavorable things for Krishna consciousness, you just reject them. Like how you spit. If you see a stool, somebody has passed stool, how you will say, and you will turn around the face and you will go out. So this particular Swarjan, Rakshishati Vishwa. You are quite confident in life. You can go anywhere and your Krishna will protect me. And as far as maintenance, Gopatrutve Varnam Data. Krishna is my maintainer. I don't care. Nobody else maintains me. Only Krishna. No money, no boss. Only Krishna. Then Atmanikshep, full self-surrender. Always enthusiastic in surrendering. Means whatever comes, he is ready to enthusiastic. And Karpanya, always humble. Never proud. No question. The knowledge itself says humility, amanitvam. No question of pride. Pride means माया के चेप क्या कहते हैं उसमें आ गया, चपेट में आ गया. Is engulfed by Maya. So surrender. Krishna has given that message, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. So either people are attached to worldly pleasures, all this. Rupa Rasa Gandha Sparsha Shabda. So that's why they don't want to surrender to Krishna. Or pious people, they are, no, 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 I have dharma. My wife, duty towards my wife, my duty towards parents, duty towards children, duty towards my relatives. So all this Stri Dharma, Jati Dharma, Varna Dharma, Ashram Dharma remain stuck there. Krishna is saying, give up. Sarva dharman parityaja mam ekam sharanam braja. Very high level. Yes or not? Raise hands. That's it. And chant. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. नहीं नहीं, मुझे अपने बच्चे का फी देना है, उसके लिए वो पॉकेट में से पैसा निकालना पड़ेगा ना, और बैंक में जाना पड़ेगा, वहां से इलेक्ट्रॉनिक ट्रांसफर करना होगा. My son requests, give up all that. How can I give up duties towards wife, children, friends, relatives, society, nation? मेरा भारत महान, वो सब भूल जाओ. तेरा ज्ञान है लहान, तू बोल रहा है मेरा भारत महान. मेरा कुछ नहीं इस संसार में. मैं कौन हूँ वही रॉन्ग आइडेंटिफिकेशन. If my is only mistaken, then मेरा is foolishness. Yesterday I was giving example. One police brought us from in his police car from station to here. So I was telling him, like one so-called Baba of Vrindavan, he was charmed by. So he speaks Mayavad philosophy. Ultimately राधा का नाम लेके हमें कृष्ण बनना है, like that. So I was telling this is very dangerous. Philosophy is only wrong. So what kind of practice will be there? It's like when you are constructing 30-story building and you use duplicate cement in the this thing foundation itself, finished. Let's say 29 floors foundation, everything is high class cement. 30th floor, last floor, duplicate cement was used. No problem. Not a big problem. This problem is there, but not a big problem. That thing will be, that wall will fall and all. Some people may get injured below. Something will. But then we can spend few lakhs and that 30th floor is built. 29 floors with foundation is intact. This is not a big problem. But if the foundation is only used, is made with duplicate cement, finished. Your skyscraper, 300-story building, useless and very dangerous. The philosophy has to be very clear. Tattva, that's why Jai Krishna Tattvavetta. And Krishna says, Janma karma cha me divam evam yo etti tattvataha. And other place also, where he says tattvataha.
Tattvadarshi. Tattvadarshi now.
Tattvata he says in one more place in Bhagavad Gita. Anyway, so tattva has to be clear philosophy. I don't know who was asking question and what was the answer was. He had asked a question.
We find many followers getting attracted in
Mayavad is attractive. It's an impersonal thing. All impersonalists will be attracted there. See, if you are for, either you are for bhukti or for mukti. Two are very lucrative. Bhukti means I already said, worldly pleasure. Wow, enjoy everything. Khao, piyo, mauj karo. This is one so-called Jadanand basically. Above Jadanand is Brahmanand. So impersonalism is catering to that kind of Brahmanand, though it is completely wrong. But so many will be charmed by Jadanand, and those who are not charmed by Jadanand, they are disgusted with it, they will be charmed by Brahmanand. Only devotees coming in parampara, Acharya, they can give us Bhakti-anand. The one who gets Bhakti-anand, he spits at Jadanand and he spits, and not even spits, he spits at Jadanand and he doesn't even look at Mukti. क्योंकि थूकने के लिए भी देखना पड़ेगा ना. अगर मुझे किसी के ऊपर थूकना है, उसके ऊपर पहले देखना पड़ेगा, तभी तो थूक सकते हैं ना. इधर देख के मैं उसके ऊपर कैसे थूक सकता हूँ? तो our acharyas are so chaste, loyal. They will not look also to spit on the desire for mukti. Bhukti and mukti are two pishachis on the path of Krishna Prem. ठीक है? Will end? No question online.
online.
I already began 8:42. I was supposed to attend. Okay, we'll end anyway. ग्रंथ श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय, श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, समवेत गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। माय गॉड, मुझे मत खा जाना।